Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules.
And Saud.
And I don't know how to start this video. As you can tell from the title, something very traumatic happened to me the other day. And I wasn't gonna make a video about it, honestly, because I just kind of wanted to move past it. I made a video talking about it a little bit on TikTok and I reposted it on Snapchat. But after thinking about it longer and giving it time to kind of like digest and giving myself time to process what happened, I think making a video about this is best, because I think it might help someone else in the future. It might bring awareness, and also I just tell you guys everything and I want to share this story.
And on top of it, a lot of people are in the comments on our YouTube channel and saying, are you okay now? Are you okay now? And people are confused because YouTube doesn't know, but every other platform knows.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like when you felt comfortable enough to like retell the story, like you kind of like had to like let YouTube know.
Oh my god, I'm already about to cry and I haven't even talked about it. Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry. I don't want to cry. Hold on. I think I haven't thought about it, and I think I honestly put it in the back of my head really quick because I haven't wanted it to affect me. So, a couple days ago, how many days ago was it now?
4? 5?
I want to say
I don't know. I feel like LA time
week.
just...
Let's say last week.
Yeah, time here moves very weird.
So last week, I made a normal nail appointment, okay? I saw a nail salon on Instagram that I've known about for a long time because a bunch of influencers go, my friends go, they get their nails done, and they always look super, super good. So I was like, okay, my nail broke in the middle of the night before, and I was like, I really need like some new nails. I was gonna go to a party that night, and like we never go to parties. So I was like, let me go get my nails done so I don't show up with like a broken nail. And my nails were just terrible. Like if you guys saw my nails before, they just weren't the best. So I was like, this is my chance to like go get like a really like cute set of nails done. So I made an appointment at this nail salon, and I mean, I just went. I went, and it was in, I feel like by now I have like the better parts of LA like scheduled in my head, and I have like the sketchier, be safe, like don't take like your nice bags or like good belongings out. I feel like I have those mapped out in my head. And I was actually having this conversation with my mom, I think the morning this happened, that I kind of had a sense of like the safe places to go and the places not to go. And this nail salon seemed to be in a good area.
Bless you.
Sorry. The nail salon seemed to be in a good area, and like I said, I felt safe because so many influencers go and my friends personally go. So I was like, I mean, I don't know, like you get your nails done all the time. It's not something you think twice about. You're just going to a nail salon. So I get to the nail salon, I get my nails removed. I'm only there for about 10 minutes, and this man walks in the nail salon. First off, sorry, let me give a disclaimer. I'm probably going to butcher this so bad. Like I'm probably gonna have it so chopped up. I'm probably gonna have to like rewind, jump forward a lot. It's just hard for me to keep telling and to think about. And a lot of the time I feel like I blacked out. So rewind, like I said. For some context, the front door of the nail salon was wide open, and the back door was wide open, which is like typically normal. I feel like a lot of places, at least in Massachusetts, they do. Like nail salons will have the doors open, let some fresh air in, especially with all the fumes. I feel like in LA now, thinking about it, you just have to be extra cautious in LA. There is a high crime rate here. Anyway, doors are wide open. So this man walks through, and he walks all the way to the back, and he's like looking around. I'm not really paying attention because like I'm just getting my nails done.
Yeah. Like, he could have been going to the bathroom or something. Like,
yeah,
you
I'm not
don't
paying
know.
attention. Like, it could be like a customer. He could be getting a pedicure or whatever. So this man walked through. He went all the way to the back exit, like kind of where only the employees go. And like I said, I wasn't really thinking much because I wasn't really watching him until the girl next to me stood up and she started freaking out. She was like, but she was like, get the fuck out of here. She was like, you have no right to be here. Like, you are not welcome here. Like, get the fuck out. Like, you're not allowed in here. Like, get the fuck out. Like, she was freaking out on this man, and the whole salon like went silent, and I feel like everyone kind of froze. And she was just going off on this man. She just kept telling him, like, you have no right to be here. Get out. You're not welcome here. Like, if you think you have, like, the wrong one or, like, the right, whatever the same.
You got the wrong...
Basically, like, you got the wrong one. Like, you got the wrong one. Like,
yeah.
Like, this girl was not afraid of this man. So she scared him off. He walked out. And then she told the nail salon owner, she starts yelling at them. Because at first I'm like, oh my God, like I just witnessed like a crazy like couple fight. Like that's her ex-boyfriend. She's pissed he's in here. Mm-hmm. Like you just see
like
crazy.
He probably like followed her. And,
you
like,
see crazy shit out here. Okay, yeah. So I'm like, great. Like I'm witnessing like a crazy like
relationship
fight.
Yeah.
But then she starts yelling at the nail salon owners. And she was like, you can't let just anybody walk into this salon. And at the time, I still thought, like, it was, like, her ex or something. Mm-hmm. And she was like, that's a jailbird.
And as soon as she said that, what'd you do?
I was like, a what? I was like, a what?
You didn't understand, yeah.
I was like, holy shit. And she was just like, that man is up to no good. He just came in here. He scoped out your business. He saw your oh my God.
Your exit.
Yeah. He saw your exits. He just saw that it's all vulnerable women in here. And he probably just like planned how he can rob all of us. And she was like, you just put yourselves and all of your customers in danger. And she was like, I shouldn't be the one standing up to this man. I'm the customer. Like, I shouldn't be doing this shit. And I was like, when she said that, I was like, holy shit.
Like,
just because like, I'm sorry. Like, if you see like someone next to you get up and start screaming like that and then screaming at the nail salon people, I was like, holy shit. And I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, I thought you knew him. And she was like, I don't fucking know him. I just know he's up to no good. And she was saying like where she's from, like she deals with people like this all the time, and like at her job she would too. And she was like, that's a jailbird. He just scouted this whole place out, or like scoped this whole place out. Like he's good, like he's planning to fucking rob us all. So I'm like, what the actual like. So the lady doing my nails could tell like I was freaking out. Like I was just kind of sitting there like, oh my God. And honestly, in the moment, I should have left. Like everything in my body was telling me to leave. But this lady was like, oh honey, like it's okay. Like it's okay. Everything's okay. He's gone. And the girl next to me was like, you need to call the cops, because if you think he's gone, he's not. Like, he's not leaving. He's coming back. He scoped the place out. Like, he could have boys coming. And she was like, I guarantee you he's waiting for me to leave. Because she was the only one that stood up to him. Like, she knew how to handle him.
Like, she understood the situation that was going on.
She did. You could tell, like, unfortunately, like, she's been in situations like this before. And, like, she wasn't afraid of this man. And, like, so good for her. I'm honestly so thankful to that girl next to me. Like, I don't know what it would have been like if she wasn't there. Mm-hmm. But okay, anyway, so that happened. She kept telling them to call the cops. I don't know why they didn't just call the cops on their own or the first time. And then the girl doing my nails eventually was like, we're calling the cops. Don't worry, honey. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, like, this doesn't happen, like, where I live. Like, nothing like this, like, really happens. Like, we have a very low crime rate where we live, thankfully. So I'm like, I'm not used to this. And then there was another girl in there, and she was like, honestly, I'm scared too. She was like, I live here, and this is normally a safe area, and I've never seen anything like this happen before. So everyone in the nail salon was worried.
On edge, probably.
They were on edge. And then it's just like every 2 seconds, I feel like 5 minutes went by. Every 2 seconds, I'm checking the window, and the lady doing my nails is checking the window too. Like, you can tell we're all on edge. Like, what the hell is
Especially
this?
because the girl's like, he's coming back.
Yeah, like what
this
is
isn't some man like just like that just like came in, like you said, like with an ex, like, and it was just an argument. like she said he's probably coming back. Like she understood the situation.
The conversation about this man didn't end. Like she was so, if you heard the concern in her voice, you would understand that it was serious. And I feel like no one, aka like the word, like I don't think anyone was really taking her serious, but like I was. I felt her. Like I felt her voice, I felt her tone, I felt her concern, and I trusted her. And she was just like, he's coming back, like you need to lock the front doors. And they were like thinking he wasn't coming back, but I'm like, this girl clearly deals with like this shit. Like she knows he's coming back. What do you know? 5 minutes later, guess who starts walking back?
Oh man.
I cannot explain the feeling I felt. I like wanted to text Saud. I told Saud, I almost text him, I'm scared the nail salon's gonna get robbed. But I was like, I don't want to put that out there. And I look stupid, like I should just leave. Yeah.
If you feel that way, like if you feel something in your gut,
please just leave.
Just go.
I waited too long. I should have left. But that lady kept saying, "No, everything's okay. Everything's okay." I shouldn't have listened to her because everything was so not okay. So he's walking back, and they're locking the front door because the girl next to me was like, "You need to lock the door." And then I look in the back, and the back door is wide open, and I had to ask them. I was like, can we please lock the back door? Like, why is the back door wide open?
Yeah, like he came in and out. So it's like he already knows there's a back door in his
Yeah. So someone's walking to the back door because I had to ask them to go lock the back door. And then the girl next to me is like, oh, hell no. Like, he's aggressive now. He's aggressive. Like, did you call the cops? Like, call the fucking cops again. Because the cops still aren't here. And he's banging on the window. He's like trying to get in through like the front. I'm like, oh, this shit, because the girl next to me was freaking out. Like I was freaking out. Like I don't even know. I feel like at this point, this is when everything kind of like went black.
Like your adrenaline kicked in.
And I was kind of like, holy shit. Like he had a bag. He had a big ass bag too. So I was like, holy shit. What if he has a weapon? Like, I'm thinking, like, what if this man has a gun? Like, I don't know. What if he's going to come in here and do exactly what she said, try to rob this place and we're all hostage? Like, I don't even know. To be honest, my brain has confused me so much on this situation to the point where and this is so crazy how the brain works. Like, I don't even remember if he got back in or not. I think he did. But my brain is like, I don't know if my brain is trying to protect myself or if it's trying to not.
No, it definitely
because
is.
After this is when everything gets fucking blurry. Because this is when he got aggressive. And I believe he got back in. But like I said, I can't fully tell you guys that because I feel like my brain broke. And that might sound so crazy, but I think in that moment, my brain broke.
From when you first told me, it was like he got in the back somehow.
He might have. Because I don't think they locked the back door.
Well, because you were telling me.
I think the next thing I remember is the man was in there. And I don't know. I don't know how to... It's just, I don't know how to explain how I felt in that moment. I was just like, holy shit, like he was so aggressive.
And also he has a duffel bag.
He has a duffel bag, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, it's going down.
Done. Like,
So this is what I remember, right? Because my eyes were focused. This is when my adrenaline kicked in. My eyes were focused on how to get out of there because everyone was panicking, and people were either frozen, screaming, or me, I was focused on how the fuck do I get out of here. So this is where I remember he wasn't at the front door anymore. So I don't know where the hell he was. He wasn't at the front door. I'm looking at the front door and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I put my hand in my purse really really slowly because I wanted to make sure I had my keys because I didn't know like if he had anybody else out front or out back. Right. So I grabbed the keys. And I was like yelling to like unlock the door and let me out. I was like, I'm leaving, like let me out. And I don't remember who, someone ran, like unlocked the front door and I booked it. Like I have never ran so fast. I didn't look back. I ran to my car. I locked my doors, turned it on. I whipped out of there and I was hyperventilating. Like, I was so traumatized. I was so scared. I called Saud, and I just like, I don't know. It was just crazy. Like, I don't know how to describe. The only other time,
in a situation like that.
The only other time I have felt that feeling of holy shit, like I'm in serious danger, was when I was younger and I was in like a kidnapping situation.
That literally, if Julia didn't escape, she wouldn't have been alive.
Yeah. So it's like I had that trauma like from my childhood, and I forgot what that feeling felt like till I was in that nail salon in that moment. And I think I'm very thankful for my flight or fight. I'm sorry. I'm very thankful for my fight or flight instinct in that moment, and I'm very glad I didn't freeze, because I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to think that I might be the type of person that freezes in a scenario, but I'm very thankful that I ran. And although I didn't look back, like, I'm not ashamed. Like, in that moment, I was only concerned about getting myself out, and I didn't know what was happening. Like, I didn't know if he was gonna rob the place or not. I didn't know if he had a weapon or not. I was getting the hell out of there, because he was clearly like, he clearly had bad intentions. So I get home, and I have Saud check the Citizens app, right? Because when I'm driving, I have Saud check the Citizens app.
We have to explain what that.
So the Citizens app is like, you can see if someone reports like a crime or something,
or if there's like a crime near you, or just like.
So I was trying to see if there was like, if a robbery did happen, if anything happened, or if like the man like was crazy and left. Like, I didn't know. So Saud didn't see anything. So when I got home, the first thing I did was I went to their Instagram, right? Because
you want to make sure everyone's
okay, and I really didn't know how to, except for going to their Instagram. And when I get home, I see them posting on Instagram like nothing happened.
Which, okay, they're safe, and that's good, but like, you should maybe let the people know like something just happened. I know a lot of crazy shit happens in LA, but like, I would want to be aware if something like that happened.
No, that's my thing. I know a lot of crazy shit happens in LA, but if there was a sketchy man, a sketchy, aggressive man walking through your business, everyone in your salon was scared, I would want to know, so I don't pull up to your, like, I'm not trying to go to your salon. I'm sorry, like, I'm not. Especially that day, like, close.
Yeah, like,
close for the day.
Yeah.
Like take a break, take the day off. Like, I'm sure everyone in there was like fucking traumatized.
I wonder if anyone got their nails done.
I left. My nails are done now, but I left with them like halfway done, because I was like, F that, and I ran out.
Like, they were like literally just the plastic on her nails.
They were just plastic.
And they were like sharp, and
so I just was like, I don't know. I DM'd them, and because I was just so personally disappointed with how everything was handled, and like the fact, like, for other people's safety, like clothes, like, how are you gonna act like that didn't happen and like let people walk in? Like, you don't know if this man's coming back or not. Like, did the cops ever come?
Well,
you know, because the cops weren't they weren't there when I was there. And I know LA is different from where I live, but thankfully, like, the cops pull up pretty quick where we live. I understand, like, there's a lot more going on
here.
Over here, so they don't.
Yeah.
So I messaged them, and I was like, I have never been so traumatized in my life. Like, I feel like you did nothing to protect your customers. I don't remember fully what I said, but basically their response just really
it just wasn't it wasn't it. That's it.
It just really wasn't it, because this is the thing. They were like, we were all traumatized. We are women. How are we supposed to stand up to a man? And they were basically like, you did nothing, so why should we do anything? And this really fucking rubbed me the wrong way, because I don't expect anyone to go up and fight a man. Oh, because I was like, if because I told them, I said, if it wasn't for the customer next to me, like, who knows what would have happened? Because I truly believe if she wasn't there, things would have been worse.
Would have got robbed 100%.
And I do believe a robbery would have taken place.
100%.
I believe that she was an obstacle. She was too much for them to deal with.
Yeah.
And they could go to an easier place where they wouldn't have someone fight them back.
Yeah, I agree.
So I believe that girl next to me saved us all.
So whoever that is, shout out to you.
Yeah, I truly wholeheartedly did it. And I told them, like, if it was not for that girl next to us, like, next to me, like, who knows what would have happened. Like, she stood up, and that's when they were like, we were all traumatized. You did nothing. We did nothing. How are we supposed to stand up to a man if we don't know he's armed? I did not expect them to stand up to this man not knowing he was armed. I think my thing was, if someone walks through your business to a place they're not supposed to be, I think you can kindly say, excuse me, sir, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to be back there.
Mm-hmm.
I did not expect them to fight this man. I fully understand that.
Yeah.
They were scared, we were scared. My second problem is the customers had to tell them to call the police.
And lock the doors.
Okay. Yes, then she had to tell them to lock the front door. I personally had to tell them to lock the back door. So that's where my problem lies, and we are the customers, and at the end of the day, you own a business, and it is your duty in a sense to protect the customers. Like, the customers should not be telling you
first time he
to
came
lock
in,
the door. Just lock the door.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Just lock it.
I'm happy they called the cops multiple times, but they should have just at least locked the doors that first time after he left. Just lock both of the doors. And he wouldn't have, like, done any more harm.
I understand not everyone is as brave as that girl next to me. I get that. I did not expect the workers or the owners to be like that.
Yeah, and
you know?
like his face.
I don't expect that at all. Like I said, it's just the first time he walked in, the customer was right. You don't just let people walk through your business.
I think people have to be more aware of their surroundings.
I think that's a big lesson I learned from that.
Mm-hmm. I really do try to be aware of my surroundings no matter where I go.
I'm very glad nobody was hurt.
Yeah.
They did tell me, like, he ended up not having a weapon, thank God. The cops basically did nothing. They showed up an hour late. They weren't robbed, thank God. Everyone was scared. Everyone was traumatized. But I am very thankful that nothing happened to anyone. But being in that situation, like, I can't explain how it felt, how it feels. I think I felt a safety, like, when I came here that I don't feel now. I think I feel a bit more anxious going out. I definitely don't want to go somewhere like that alone. As you can see, my nails are done now. Thankfully, I was like, I'm not letting this man, like, scar me from nail salons. Like, I'm not letting that happen. So literally the day of, and I think I'm a bit crazy for this, I went to a place right next to my house. Their doors automatically locked, so you couldn't get in unless they buzzed you in. And I went. I had Saud sit next to me the rest of the time so I could get them done and over with, because they were like plastic and cutting me, and they're like this gel X I've never had before, so I couldn't get them off. So I was like, I gotta get this shit over. Like, I just gotta get them finished. So I'm not getting my nails done again when I'm in LA for now. And now I know to be very aware of my surroundings. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was scary. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I never want to go through anything like that again. It's just like, I don't know. I just think it's scary that we live in a world where, like, you can't just walk outside and not be scared. But, like, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. So please, like, just be aware of your surroundings. Stay safe. I'm extra cautious now. I'm not taking my purse out, like, anymore. Like, I was taking my purse places, and Saud was like,
I'd be like,
you shouldn't take your
crazy
purse. And I felt a dumb sense of safety that I shouldn't have. Yeah. And I got a reality check that day when I went to the nail salon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's sad that we have to live that way, but that's the way this world is. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, like, LA is crazy. And I downloaded the Citizens app that day, and I'm keeping an eye out on everything happening. But that is my story about how I was almost robbed, or the nail salon was almost robbed, or
If that
traumatized.
if that girl was not there, everyone would have got robbed. Hands down. Like, if that girl wasn't there,
Yeah, I do believe that.
everybody's purse would have been taken. All the money would have been taken out of that place. 100%. If she was not aware of her surroundings and she didn't go through the shit she went through in her life, you guys all would have got robbed. 100%. There's no other way. Like, absolutely not. So yeah, you did almost get robbed. You was in like a robbing situation.
Yeah.
Insane, guys. Just stay aware of your surroundings. Like, you might, like, you know, I'm not saying to be scared of your surroundings, but just be aware of things. Be aware of just your surroundings. Just be aware.
Yeah. But that's my story.
Lesson learned.
That's
for everything.
That's what happened, and I don't know. I just felt like I needed to fully share it with you guys. I feel like a few minutes on TikTok wasn't enough, but I'm gonna go on and end this here. I love you guys so much. Thank you in advance. I already know you guys are gonna have so many kind words. I love you guys.